Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a chai chats. Sorry, I had to go find my chai. I was like, where'd it go? But today's video is going to be a chai chats, and actually I am going to be talking to you guys about how I got into makeup, where did it all start, why I even wanted to get into makeup. Because when you guys hear the story, I feel like you'll be like, it was so easy to not do makeup, you know? So yeah, without further ado, let me just get started. I did want to film in this particular area of my room because I feel like it's a lot more cozy. I have not made this the official Chai Chats corner. I think that if I did make this the official Chai Chats corner, my desk would be very, very upset. It is so not used to being neglected. But I did want to get on here and let you guys know why I started makeup, what prompted me to even begin my makeup journey, I guess, because, like, everything that you do in your life, whether you've realized it or not, like, has a journey, whether it's academia, whether it's a creative process, whether it's like a new chapter in your life, such as marriage or motherhood, or you getting a new sibling, something like that. So everything in our life has a journey, has a path, has a purpose to it. And trigger warning, I will go into talking about a little bit of my anxiety and depression. So if you are a little bit sensitive to that, I do want to warn you guys in advance so you guys can make your decision. If anything, I will leave a timestamp down below in the description bar, so that you guys know when I basically start talking about it and how it kind of catapulted me into doing my makeup. Yeah? Okay. So, sip of tea first. That's good tea. So how I got into makeup. So basically, as you guys have heard me say before, I was a dancer. I am wearing a ponytail. My hair is in a ponytail. But I was a dancer for the longest time. And starting out young, I think my first performance was when I was around 7 or 8. But before that, I had no knowledge or use of makeup. If anything, I would always look at my mom going to parties, and she would put on some eyeliner and some lipstick. And if you have not seen pictures of my mom on my Instagram, go check it out. She is beautiful. And of course, a beautiful person putting on lipstick and makeup makes you want to put on lipstick and makeup, right? And it wasn't even like, it was such minimal makeup, but yet my mom wore it so well. And the earliest memory I have is we would go to parties, and I would literally beg my mom to wear lipstick. So much so to the point that she was so annoyed with me just like asking her to put lipstick on, and like it would be literal arguments. Like I would be like, but daddy, why can't I wear lipstick? I'm a girl, mommy's a girl, she gets to wear lipstick, why can't I wear like this is little stubborn 4.5, 5-year-old Shivani not understanding why she couldn't wear makeup, because makeup is chemicals. Like, even if it is clean makeup, there are chemicals that are put in there, like, so that's my earliest memory of me just being a stubborn little girl. I wanted to wear lipstick because my mom wanted to wear lipstick, and my poor mother literally stopped wearing lipstick after a certain point. She's like, listen, this kid is not gonna understand. Like, so there were two things as a child that I was obsessed with. The first was makeup, and the second was phones, like any cellular device, like phones, like cell phones essentially. I wanted one so bad. That may be another try chance, but my God, I wanted phones so bad. And yeah, and then later as I got older, it was like books. Books were my first love. But I never wanted to like do my own makeup. I was too lazy. I never wanted to do my own makeup, right? So then I got into dance, and then obviously for our performances, like for us, honestly, at that point in time, you guys, like I was 8, and I remember like, because makeup was so precious and like it was like in such a regulated amount for us as kids, I remember just whenever I would wash my makeup off, because I didn't do my makeup then, I was too young, I couldn't control, my motor skills were developing a lot more. But my mom and the older girls that were there would also help us do our makeup and hair for dance. My hair, my dance teacher took care of. That was the one thing she was extremely particular about. But like, you know, um, yeah, so it was just, it was such a whirlwind of a time. Like, I remember whenever the next day, because we had eyeliner on, right? So I remember that the next day I was like, if I only wash off this much and then the rest I keep on my face, meaning I wipe off my foundation, blush, lipstick, everything, right? Because red lipstick stains. So I just had a tint for the next day. Yeah. Um, and so I like had such a fun time with that. And I would literally the next day when I would wash my face off, I would wipe gently on my eyes, on my eye area, and it would still have like the eyeliner, so I would have it for the next day essentially, right? And so that was like a trick, and I felt like such a grown up, like a little me, like I have makeup on in elementary school. Like, if you know me and you know my sass, like you guys can imagine me just like, I have makeup on. I'm cooler than you. Cut to, I learned how to do my makeup for dance. Provided to be a very useful tool, because when I moved from where I used to live to another state, our teacher did not do our makeup or help us do our makeup. We were supposed to do it all by ourselves. So it was very, very helpful that I knew how to do my makeup. I knew how to get the eyeliner and everything for Bharatanatyam. That's the kind of dance I did, by the way. It's an ancient classical form of Indian dance, probably one of the oldest forms. And Bharatanatyam is what I did. So the eyeliner for that, and just basically the entire makeup. And that's when I started to understand like cheekbones and face shape and structure and like color. And I started to experiment more, because I was in 9th grade when we moved. We moved when I was in 8th grade. I finished 8th grade up in that new state. And it proved very useful, because I did start dance that year in 8th grade. Dance was my life. Like, it still is my life. People don't know this, but I still aim and try to practice dance. I'm not going to go into that because it's actually a very sensitive topic for me. But like I said in my other videos before, I've had a relationship with it for about 12 years, and still do, but it proved useful to understand. And that's when I also realized how difficult it was to pick foundation for a woman of color, which it really shouldn't be, because not everyone, I'm sorry, excuse me for not being politically correct, but not everyone on this planet is white, and not everyone on this planet is black. There's in-betweens. There's in-betweens, people. So point in case, it was completely like, it was really difficult. And that's when I kind of understood, like, why is this so difficult for me to pick out a foundation, but the girl next over there is like, oh yeah, I'm a warm undertone, so that neutral undertone that you're giving me is like not gonna work, and I'm gonna pick up the warm undertone. I'm like, huh? Undertone? What is this? I thought it just needed to match it and blend into my skin. That was the basic knowledge I had of foundation. So then I remember ninth grade, I was doing well academically, and so my parents decided to gift me a trip to Ulta, and basically I bought a lot of drugstore stuff because I didn't want to buy too many high-end for fear that I didn't like it. But I did buy drugstore stuff. I got concealers, I got foundation, I did get an eye palette with eyeshadow palette that was like high-end, but I kind of had to because back then like drugstore eyeshadows were not as good as they are now. So I was kind of forced to get a high-end eyeshadow palette, and I think it was either Urban Decay or Too Faced. And I remember shopping with my friend Josie. We would love going on Ulta trips together, you guys. Although that trip I did take just with my mom, but like Josie and I would love to go to Ulta. Like, that girl holds a special place in my heart. Our friendship has been running strong for 10 years. So, yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, so I really loved my time there. And that was when I started dealing with anxiety and depression. And I took to makeup and hair, and I learned, and I started like literally that's when it was 2013. That's the time frame. So like 2012, 2013. That was when I found Jaclyn Hill. And Jaclyn, I do not know if you're watching this. High chance that you're not watching this, but she's the one that inspired me to get into makeup and really understand eyeshadow and product. Like, I had no, other than the basic foundation, and like I didn't even know you had to use concealer. I just thought it was foundation on your eyes as well, and then a bunch of powder and eyeliner and blush and you're done. Like, I literally thought that's what makeup was, you guys. I legit thought that's what makeup was. So when people are like, oh, Shivani, but you understand so much now, and I'm like, listen, all of us have had to start from somewhere. Not everyone knows, you know, what like certain products are. It's like, you know, when you go into high school, you can't expect yourself to know things related to AP stats immediately. You're a ninth grader. Like, come on now, right? So when I'm not gonna go into how my anxiety and depression started, but to make myself feel better, I chose makeup therapy. I chose to paint my face different colors. I chose to not literally, quite literally paint my face different colors, but I chose to get into makeup more. I remember my parents took us to an outlet mall, me and Josie to an outlet mall, and there was a MAC store because I wanted to try a couple of MAC shadows. And that's when I got my first MAC quad at, I think, 15 or 16. And it had the shades Soft Brown, Texture, Hoodwinked, and I'm pretty sure it was Saddle. Yeah, that sounds right. It was such a long time ago. So, and I didn't keep a consistent diary. I kind of wish I did, but I didn't keep a consistent diary, or else you guys know that I would have had that in one of my entries. But yeah, like I I just fell in love with the art, and me being a creative person by nature, it just, when I was frustrated with academics, I would spend 15 minutes in my bathroom just learning how to curl my hair, I'm self-taught when it comes to makeup, you guys. Like, I watched videos of Jaclyn. She was pretty much the only one that I used to watch, really. And then I got into Marlena from Makeup Geek. Like, I got into her videos, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then because the reason why I really loved Marlena is because she explained product and technique. And Jaclyn was a perfect combination of explaining product and technique, selling the product and products, and also, like, she still is a very good teacher. Like, She's like, this is why you blend in windshield wiper motions. This is why you like use this brush. And like, it's because of her I understood why brushes matter and just the importance of it, you know? So it basically became a tool, and I was in a codependent relationship with makeup for a while, and then I realized, you know what? Learn to embrace your skin. It's okay. Yes, you are lazy. Yes, you have brown skin. And I'm gonna go into another chats of being embarrassed of actually being Indian and being brown. It might be controversial, I'm sorry, but I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it's difficult in a situation and in an area where you are literally a minority, and not only just any minority, but you're the model minority. And it just kind of sucks. But I started, and that pretty much, like, whenever I didn't feel good or like I had a lot of anxiety, I would just do my makeup and it would make me feel that much better. And I was like, you know, if it can make me feel this much better, then it is actually helping. It's a form of therapy for me. And I stuck with it. I improved skills, I improved techniques. A lot of my friends know me and love me for my winged eyeliner. Gotta thank Jacqueline. I kind of had like an idea of how to do it, and I kind of just like went with it, and I just winged it, pun intended. I just winged it, and after a while she did a video and I caught on. I was like, okay, so this is similar to how I do my eyeliner, but kind of different. But yeah, so that's basically the story of how I got into makeup and where I'm at now. I use it to like get myself into a workspace mode, like, come on, you gotta work. And I do it because I genuinely love it. I don't use it as a primary form to relieve anxiety. That is exercise for me, or writing in my journal. But other than that, I do it because I love it. I do makeup for me, and that is the one thing that I want you guys to take away from this Try Chats. I know it's incredibly long, and I'm really, really sorry, but when you do makeup, it should be for you. It should not be for the guy that you like. It should not be for, you know, work for people to take you seriously. It should be because you feel good and you want to do it, and however long it takes you to get to that place, because at the end of the day, you guys, makeup wipes off, but that personality and the person who you are on the inside stays with you forever. So just remember that. If anyone is going through a difficult time, just remember that you will make it through. I sure did. And yeah, I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.